Well, hello class. It's Sunday, 2 days before our class, and sitting here thinking about my delivery for Tuesday night's lecture. And I don't really lecture, I facilitate, but it's kind of traditional to say lecture. So I'm bringing that up because Chapter 6 talks about traditional training methods, and I wanted to focus on, what is it that we mean by traditional? Well, that means in-class face-to-face stuff, right? Not electronic face-to-face. But it seems like, although I'm not getting feedback from you right now, I am going to be talking about what I'm going to cover Tuesday night with you face-to-face. And what's my point? The point is, in this chapter, and after you view this video on YouTube, there are going to be several suggestions I can make about delivering face-to-face type. What happened to my picture? Wait a minute. Oh, that's a little better. Wait a minute. Ooh, something slipped. There. Okay. I'm going to be talking about delivering traditional face-to-face type of training methodologies. And like I told you guys before, I've been doing this stuff for several years, and what works? What really works well? When you're doing training face-to-face, the first thing you do is you get deer in the headlights from the participants. Oh my God, can I do this? What's this going to be like? Will I get fired if I don't pass this training? Am I good enough to do this? Why are they making me train? Like, do I not know enough already? And yada, yada, yada. Keeps going on. Well, here it is. First thing you do is break the ice. Really. Say something humorous. Talk about the weather, talk about the time of year, talk about the horrible food that's being served. I don't know, anything. But kind of put everyone at ease within a few minutes. And if you're an experienced trainer, this is very easy to do. Having said that, you want to set the goals of the training very clearly, very implicitly. What are we trying to accomplish? Now, you don't always want to talk about what's the benefit to the company for the training. You also want to talk about what's the benefit to the employee for receiving the training. Are they going to be better off, more proficient, and more valuable, not only to the company, but only to them, also to themselves for doing the job? Let them know that the training is very doable. And if you didn't think they could be trained, they wouldn't be sitting in the class that they're sitting in. All right, now we'll get by that. We've got a definitive goal of why we're doing the training. So whether or not we're identifying the gaps, or we're just saying that, like that computer system you just did for your case study that's going in, 700 employees being affected, taking the training, but 2,100 employees being affected by the training. That's huge. So you want to let them know that you're not setting them up to fail. So when you do the needs analysis, you got to kind of put them in a comfort zone. And let them know that down the road, they're going to be even better than what they are now. They're going to be more valuable to themselves. I know I just said that, but that's important. They got to feel good about themselves before they feel good about doing the training. Secondly, define your breaks. Let them know that you're not just going to be going straight, and that you will stop if they have questions. See, we have stop gaps in identifying training needs. We have stop gaps in identifying the trainer's needs. If we're going on too long, or we're going over their heads, you got to stop. You got to read body language. You got to understand where they're coming from. Then you look at what's the best type of delivery. PowerPoints, excuse the expression, they suck. They're okay when there's not a lot of data, when you're trying to outline something, but don't go up and do a training and show them 100 PowerPoints. They will go to sleep in 15 minutes. If you're a real trainer, train. That means you have to constantly read their body language, get their feedback, even move in among them. Don't just stand like in the front of the podium like you're in church or synagogue delivering a sermon. You're not delivering a sermon. You are. The key thing about training is to let your participants know that you are taking this training journey with them. You are actively participating in the training. So you're going to learn from them about what they know and what they don't know as much as they're going to learn from you about the skill sets that they need to be proficient. You could give them DVDs, you can give them YouTube videos, a whole bunch of stuff that will help them get up to speed. And it's always good to give material that they can go back and reference if they don't get it the first time. I know when I did a lot of different types of training, I didn't get it the first time. There was just way too much information in a very short period of time. So be aware of the scope and limitations of your participants. So that's kind of the overall message of traditional training, and this is what we're going to be covering Tuesday night. Now just click the reading, listening, and viewing tab link above this video, and I'll give you a whole bunch of YouTube videos that will help you identify some of the stuff that we're going to cover on Tuesday night. Have a great weekend. Beautiful weather today.